Hey everybody, this is Matt from e-cigadvanced.com, and today I would like to review the Vision Tox from vaporheads.com. The Vision Tox retails for $69.95, and it is a very lava tube-like device. It has some major differences with the lava tube. Works similar to it. Primary difference is the battery tubes. This takes an 18500 battery. However, you can disassemble it, take the control head off, and use the battery tube with an 18350 battery, and you get a shorter version. Also for sale at vaporheads.com for $8 extra is an 18650 tube, although it does not come with the kit. The kit does come with the control head, both size tubes, one battery each for each size tube, which is an 18350 lithium ion and an 18500 lithium ion. It also comes with two clearomizers, a 5 mil and a 3.5 mil clearomizer tank. It comes with a charger, instructions, a needle tip bottle for juice, and a lanyard. And it comes in a magnetic flip top box. So let's take a look at this device and kind of look at how it works. I want to mention something about battery life. With the 18350 battery, I'm getting about 3.5 to 4 hours of battery life out of it. Out of the 18500 battery, I'm getting 6.5 to 7 hours out of it. I do not have an 18650 tube, but obviously that would stand to reason that you would get even more time out of that as well. I did test it with the supplied batteries, which are the no-name lithium ion batteries that are protected. And I also tested it with AW IMR batteries, and both work in this device just fine. All right, here's the device. As you can see, the buttons, you have a plus button and a minus button. And on the other side, you have the fire button. The fire button is very clicky. And when you first turn the device on, you push the minus button, and you get the day and time screen, and the default is 1/1/2011, 000 hours. You can set the clock using the right cursor button. However, the device resets after each time you disconnect the battery, so there really is no point in setting the clock. The other thing you can do, if you press and hold the minus button for a second, you get that, press it again, you get the time in use. And the time in use is how long have you been using this device. It is not necessarily an accurate counter. I've noticed it sometimes says 1, sometimes says 5, sometimes says 3, but it doesn't seem to keep an accurate count. Press and hold, press and hold, press and hold, and here you get your volts. And you can adjust it in 0.1 volt increments from 3 to 6 volts, and you can go up or down just like the lava tube does. So you can't change the voltage directly using these plus and minus buttons. Like the lava tube, you do have to access the menu. You access it by pressing and holding the minus button for 1 second, pressing and holding it again for another second to get to that option. The atomizer connection is brass, recessed into plastic. There's not much of a drip well really, but the atomizer connection is straight and has worked everything that I've put on it, from atomizers to cartomizers and everything in between. The control head itself is made of plastic and kind of feels cheap. The mold lines here where the two halves come together, the two halves that come together are not the cleanest, but it's not bad. And the battery tubes themselves are made of metal. It does come with one end cap here. The threading on it's a little bit rough and does take a little bit of thread lubricant. After a little bit of lubricant, you're good to go. So I want to show you, this device does, like the lava tube, does have a voltage drop when you set the device at, say, 4.5, and you go to fire it. The voltage you're actually vaping at is not quite what you set it at. The lava tube does this as well, but just for reference point, I'm going to show you that the voltage is set at 4.5, and when I fire the device, it actually is 4.1. So there is a pretty significant voltage drop here. This is using a 2 ohm low resistance cartomizer, and it should be within the range of the device's ability to drive that carto. So there is somewhat of a voltage drop. In testing this, I've noticed that it doesn't matter if you're using the 18350 battery or if you're using the longer 18500 battery, the performance is the same. And also on top end, this device does have a 2.5 amp limit, so the higher resistance cartomizer or atomizer that you use, the more performance you're going to get out of it in the upper voltage ranges. So with a 3 ohm coil, you should be able to get close to 6 volts, but not quite. With a 2 ohm coil, you'll get closer to 5. With a 1.5 dual coil cartomizer, you're going to get about 4. This device does have an off feature. If you click the power or the fire button 5 times, it will turn off. 4, 5. And it gives you this really goofy message. It says, "Goodbye, my master." So anyway, that way I guess you know the device is turned off. So scrolls through that twice. You can't do anything until it's done. And then 5 clicks and it's back on again. Now, this also has a battery indicator, which is a nice feature, so you know how much battery life you have remaining. When you go to fire it, it does have a puff counter, and it tells you how many times the device has been fired and also gives you your battery indication. It does not give you your voltage unless you go into the voltage menu, so just keep that in mind. So again, this device can be purchased through vaporheads.net, and it's $69.95, and you get a full kit with 2 sleeves, 2 batteries, the control unit, 2 clearomizers, 1 5 milliliter, 1 3.5 milliliter, a charger, a lanyard, and a fill bottle. And you're ready to vape. Overall, I give this product 3 out of 5. The idea is very novel. I like the ability to change the battery, the small for going out, makes it more compact, the large for longer battery life. The ease of changing the voltage isn't quite as easy as on the lava tube. I'm not a fan of the voltage drop, and it's pretty significant. I don't like the cheap plastic feel of it. However, for the price, I think it's a good entry-level variable voltage mod. And if you don't have the money for a Provari or a Buzz Pro or something along those lines, this is a good option. So thank you for watching. For more reviews and content, please check our site, e-cigadvanced.com, and join our forums at e-cigadvanced.com/forums. We'll see you next time.